Hello, everybody. I think we're on. I think we're live. Looks like there's some people in the chat. Hopefully that'll come on to the screen. Let's see. I hope. Oh, is that working? Something happening?
Yep, AJ's in the chat. Strife's here. Fomando, Dead Man's Foam. Yep, AJ's in the chat.
Oh, I see what I did.
Strife's here.
Somehow I made the chat really big on my screen, and so it doesn't all fit. I thought that would be, when I changed the font size, I thought it would change the font size on the actual live stream, but it changes it on my app, which I don't really like. But I don't want to try to change it because I don't want to screw up anything that we're doing. Well, hello everybody. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. We're just hanging out, visiting. Dead Man's Phone, thanks for being here. Captain Shotgun, thanks for being here. I hope I sound okay. I'm trying a different mic configuration. Andy, say hello.
How's it going, chat? What do you guys want to talk about? AJ has a cricket in his pocket.
I want you to talk about your visit today.
So I had a visitor in my neck of the woods. AJ was passing through town. So this morning, AJ met myself and my two children in a Walmart parking lot. And we talked about blasters and hung out. We took pictures and the kids had a great time. My son loves his truck. And he got up in the cab, got to see the sleep cab portion. He's got a bunch of blasters back there. It's pretty cool. AJ, thanks for stopping by. That was neat.
Andy, you see Respawn's question there?
Is that a decoration behind you, Andy? Oh, that is not a real firearm. That is called a dummy rifle. There's no hole to it. So that's circa early 1900s, and that would have been a training rifle for a military person in like basic training. And that's literally to teach them how to march with a rifle. So no, it's really just a piece of wood and metal.
I hope.
But it's over 100 years old, so it's pretty cool.
I hope, yeah, you might want to stand in front of that. I hope YouTube doesn't see that shape and say, hey, you're done.
Wait.
I've got people talking about Kevin Chapman wants to know about End War, wants to know about the event that I'm doing in August, and Fomando wants to know about the Protean that I received. Good questions, guys. I don't know much about End War because I'm not going, and so I don't pay attention to a lot of things I'm not going to. Do you, Andy, do you have any thoughts about going to End War at all or know much about it?
I mean, I'm not going. Is that the question?
Yeah.
I'm packing my house. We are moving in like 3 weeks. So I don't even have hardly any blasters out. I have a Villainator and what is that? The new Rival one. I'm looking at blasters over my screen here. What is that? The Chaos Orbit. Yeah, no, I don't have hardly any blasters. They're all in boxes.
So your current house that you're in right now to the new house, how far away is that? Like, are you going to the other side of town? You going to another town?
So same school district. It's about 3 miles.
Gotcha.
So it won't be bad. So my wife found this house that, I mean, it's a perfect house. It's really awesome. But the corner of our property is the grandparents' property. So we'll be like my kids can literally like walk over to their grandparents now.
That sounds amazing.
They actually live in a different neighborhood. It's actually three neighborhoods that meet like in the corner where my backyard is.
Very cool.
Um, yeah, it's gonna be neat.
That'll be
So they're
awesome.
like gonna get off the school bus and then like, walk right over to grandma's house, grandpa's house. Pretty
Uh,
neat.
I just saw General Strife's comment. Went on a road trip on Tuesday, picked up 2 packs of Nerf Pro darts that were half off, and got Hondo on VHS. Very proud of you, Strife, for having a VHS machine and knowing what that is. That's pretty great.
I
I'm
didn't think
sure.
Strife was old enough for that.
I was going to say that device, that technology is older than Strife by far.
Yeah, that it's got to be older than him, right?
Yeah, oh
Like
for sure.
VHS. Yeah, yeah.
Well, Hondo isn't that? Why can't I think of the actor's name? Drawing a blank. Drawing a blank.
Action
Anyway,
hero, right?
that movie is very old. Yeah, I could see his face. I can't think of his name. Strife. What's his name? Why am I drawing a blank on that? Old Western.
Is it? It's not a Clint Eastwood.
No, no. John Wayne. That's right.
John
Thank you,
Wayne.
sir. John
Okay.
Wayne. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I've never seen it, but that's okay.
I
Uh,
know of it. I just haven't seen it.
I can grab the
Yeah, AJ
Protean
said,
real quick. Do you think I could show the Protean on film on the computer?
just show the back end of it, so the colors, the
Ooh,
stock,
let me grab it.
or maybe the front grip. Yeah, AJ, you're right. Date nights are back on. That'll be nice.
So, Justin, a buddy of mine from Nebraska, he and I drove together to Maryland 2024, and we just become good friends. And he offered to make this for me. I think I could show like parts of it, and you won't know. But he knows my favorite color is purple, and so he asked me if I wanted like Rebel colors, and I said, of course I want Rebel colors. And so it's beautiful. There's
That's
no
pretty much
bat.
the whole.
Yeah, it's pretty much the whole thing. There's no. I don't have a battery in it because I try to be lipo safe, but it's got a voltmeter and it's gorgeous and it's fun and I love using it and I can't wait to use it on Monday. Monday is our hobby night at the Dragon's Lair Arena, and so that should be a lot of fun.
Hey, Respawn, if you get into movies again, let me know. I have a tremendous DVD collection.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
host a movie marathon every year. I have for over 20 years, and we play about 15 movies. It's always the week between um, NFL conference finals and the Super Bowl. And I literally have like my old college buddies, just people come and go. They wear pajamas. Some people spend the night. We play like 15 movies. I even put out a schedule. We decorate the house and everything. But Respawn, if you want some DVDs, I have them. Blu-rays and DVDs because I have hundreds.
So Respawn's my buddy. He helps me run stuff locally here, and so
Yeah.
we can make that happen.
Well, if Respawn, you get a cheap Blu-ray player and let me know, and I'll send you some cool movies because I run out of space. I mean, when you buy 15 or 16 a year physical, I mean, they add up quick.
Mhm, mhm.
He
Uh,
says my apartment is tiny. Well, you watch them and then I don't know, sell them, give them
Give
the
them away.
goodwill.
Yeah. I've been there. It is tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a nice place. Yeah. More about Usher's Ferry. That's coming along. Historical Village in Cedar Rapids. It's kind of run by Parks and Rec. They let us. They have kids play there, like when school's out of session, like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and during spring break. And right now during the summer, they have some zombie camp things going on. So I asked if we could have an adult game, 200 FPS, and they're like, yeah, let's go for it. So That's happening August 2nd, 2 to 5, Central Standard Time, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. We have, I think, 16 people scheduled right now that are signed up. I think there's at least 2 more that are coming that haven't signed up yet. So I'm shooting for 20. I think if we have 20 and we had like 2 teams of 10, I think that would be a lot of fun in that space. And then August 3rd, that Sunday morning, Dragons Lair said they would open up to let us play there. Um, that is such a fun place to play. I love the CQB, and so um, looking good. Looking good. Respawn, that the number I threw out includes you and me. So, but I know we have a couple that want to pay cash at the door and aren't able to use the code to use their credit cards to pay. So we're almost there. I was hoping to get 20 for sure. That would help. That would cover all of our costs. But if we get close, it'll be okay.
Tell those 16 people to bring a friend. Everyone brings one friend.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good idea. Yeah.
AJ says he can't stop pulling the trigger on the Jin Urso blaster. So
Yeah.
I gave him a new in box Jin Urso blaster this morning.
I was going to ask you if you
And
gave
he
him
was
any
going to
blasters.
donate it to a kid. I'm like, I mean, you should just keep it if you like it. You don't have to donate everything. AJ, I say you keep it.
Use it for your club, AJ.
Well, that's what he was going to do. He was going to give it to a kid in the club.
Oh, I'd keep it for a loner blaster. But maybe if you give it to a
keep
kid.
it and play, and then and then make it a loner when you're kind of done with it.
I'm a big fan of giving blasters to kids.
Does the Jin Urso have a? I can't see because of the heart.
Rebel Strife Trigger. Rebel Style Trigger. I don't know. I don't have a Jin Urso blaster. Do you remember, Andy?
Get my other one. Hold on.
We're so many questions. So many. We've got answers. We've got answers to questions. Fomando wants to mod his Jin Urso blaster. Andy, I hope it's not packed up already.
No, it's in the new set. Yeah, it's where my new ones are. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
sound effects even.
It makes sounds. I don't know a Rebel. It's a Strife. It's a giant Strife. It has a stock attachment point and a in-strike barrel lug.
Is it still in the box?
Mm-hmm.
I think you could probably show that.
Oh, I could show the box, can't I?
Yeah. I hope.
This is just a box.
Yeah, it's a toy. It's a toy.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's got that trigger.
What do you think, Strife? Is that the trigger you're thinking about? It is a good fidget blaster, AJ.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is glow in the dark. So those lights are actually. It comes with glow in the dark darts.
Hello, Alan. Thank you for joining the chat. Alan is a local guy too. He's been to a couple of Dragons Lair games. Thank you for joining us tonight.
How you doing, Alan?
Dead Man's Foam wants the blue version.
I want the blue one. That's the Caspian, I think.
New in box.
And it comes with the attachment. It comes with a scope and a stock, and it goes for over $100.
It's never been sniffed. AJ was playing it while a cop saw him.
Yeah.
Glad you didn't get pulled over. You got to have 2 hands on the wheel, AJ.
Yeah, Cassian Andor, I believe.
Yeah.
Is what Strife said.
Yeah, there you go. Look at this. It's amazing what we can.
But it has the attachments already on it, or like comes with it.
Nice.
So it's in a real big box.
Very good. What else? What else should we talk about?
AJ, I think you keep it, you run it for a little bit, and then when you're bored with it, you donate it to the club. That's what I would do.
I think that's good advice. Sound advice.
Keep it for a few weeks and then donate it.
GoPro and drive with your knees. AJ, please be safe. I saw that picture where you were in the ditch. We don't want to have that happen again. Alan's working on 3D parts for printers, for parts for blasters. FFN is not this week, but next week, correct? FFN? Not sure what you mean.
What is FFN?
I'm not sure. Please tell us, Alan.
So Captain Shotgun wants to know if I have any Fast and Furious DVDs. That's like the only. No, I don't own a single one actually.
Family Fun Night. Oh, are you talking about at Dragon's Lair? Family night at Dragon's Lair is usually the fourth Thursday of the month. This month it's the 24th.
Big Lore's here.
Oh, Big Lore, thank you for being here. This Monday coming up, the 14th, is Hobby Night. So that's the 150 FPS or lower. So yeah, please come. Please come.
Yeah, Respawn's talking about PET G for heat resistance. And I can attest because all of these boxes I've packed up this week, I had to take them over to the in-laws and put them in their closet because I can't stick them in a garage because it's 90 some degrees and
Sure.
Those garages are getting 100 whatever. So yeah, PET G would be better.
Yeah. Respawn Family Night is the 24th this month because the 31st something else is going on for my family. So I was trying to break up the busyness. So it should be the 24th this month.
So I want to see in the comments who is going to get the Brute Pro, the pistol.
I do want to see that too, but I want to go back a second because I have a question for the chat. So, and Andy, you could probably speak to this too. I found it very interesting the other day when Captain Xavier said on either the Get Off My Lawn stream or something else that he doesn't like Jared from Jared's Epic Battle, whatever. Who could speak to that? Like, is he not a good guy? Are there issues there?
Say that again.
Xavier said that he didn't like Jared, and I'm trying to figure out why.
Oh,
is he not a good guy? Is he kind of smarmy, or what's up with that?
I've met him. I met him at the Indy, and he was super nice to my son. I mean, I'm not kidding, he took 10, 12 pictures of my son. Signed my son's Trailblazer.
Okay.
The pistol. I mean, he seemed really cool. The kids kept jumping on the inflatables, and those were rented from someone else. And he was getting frustrated, but he kept his cool. I don't know. He seemed pretty cool to me, but
your experience was good. So I was curious, I hadn't heard anyone talk bad about him before, and to hear Xavier say he didn't really like him, I was just kind of caught off guard. So I was just curious if anyone else had any.
But of course, Al and Xavier and Talon all had a different opinion on the guy I bought a blaster from. So I was like, well, I don't know. Because I had the exact opposite experience. And I was just like, I typed in the comments, no comment.
Yeah.
If you can't say something nice, don't say anything.
Oh, hello. Hey, Phase 1 Foam is in the chat. Thank you, Phase 1, for joining us. We're just chatting. We're just visiting.
Yeah. So the background on that story, I won't say who produced the blaster, but I bought a blaster in Maryland, and on the 5th mag, the motors burn out. And then the guy, I took it back and I said, can you help me? You got any suggestions? And he said, oh, well. So that was my experience. It wasn't very good.
He just told you, well, you could get a new motor and replace it, right?
Yeah.
So
I would build my own if I could do that.
Your experience was different than several other
Yeah.
people in the hobby, which is too bad. The chat's going so fast; it's hard for me to keep
Yeah.
up.
So, Deadman says that Captain Xavier didn't have a good time at Jared's epic blaster battle,
Okay.
but it might be different. Was he a guest? Probably.
I think he was a special guest.
So it's totally different. I was just some dad with my 5-year-old.
Gotcha.
People, no, I mean, it was 2 years ago. Nobody even knew who I was. They still don't.
Jennifer Stripe says, I saw that community post, CR. If you want, you could put a new section on your channel for those instead of putting all those. New section for what? Strife, I'm
Welcome
not sure.
backyard foam.
You talk. Oh, hey, Joe. Oh, yeah. I put like a picture in the community post, but then I've tried to do like the live coming soon stuff. So is that what you're talking about, Strife? Guys, we're up to 12 viewers, and I'm so glad that you guys are here. Hey, James is here. James is a good friend from Florida that I've been to Maryland with twice. Thank you so much for coming, James.
Respawn, I hear you. I might message you sometime about the story.
I'm not going to say the name out loud. I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that chat.
No.
Yeah.
Trying to be nice.
Right. Yeah, kids go for the headshots. That's what I've heard.
I can disappoint myself way cheaper than $200. I hear you, Respawn. Mine was only 100, but still.
Andy, in your experience, how many would you say were at the blaster battle that you were at?
I think it was one of the smaller ones. 800.
It's a lot of people.
I'd say 800, but I think Indy was one of the smallest ones he's ever had. Uh-oh,
Gotcha.
I'm frozen.
Yeah, I've noticed that. You've kind of frozen up a few times, but you've always come back. I don't think there's anything I can do on my end to fix that. I don't know. I don't know if that would be.
Frozen.
I don't know if that'd be my internet or your internet.
It's probably mine.
Hard to say.
Can they hear me, though?
I think they could hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah. Well, maybe the new house will have better internet. That's all I can say.
I think we're still live. Respawn, yes. I think that'd be way too. I think that's the part of the fun, though. I think it's super chaotic, and that's what the kids like. Not for me. I thought about taking my son to one, but he kind of gets stimulus overload, and it wouldn't be very enjoyable for either of us. Oh, good. Everyone can still hear you, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about. I don't know if I can turn you off and turn you back on again. And
No, don't. No, I'm actually breakdancing right now, but they don't have to see it.
oh yeah, we don't want to see that. That'd be horrible. Oh, if AJ went to Jeb, he would run a 9-man squad. Nice, I like that. That's a good idea.
Captain Shotgun says we need a man behind the curtain. We do.
Oh man, how great would that be? Any volunteers?
But that's why this is a trial.
Anybody want to run this for us, and we'll just do what like Al and Captain Xavier do? We just show up and talk. See, I can't talk and run this whole thing at the same time.
Hey, show off your poster there, your new banner.
Can't you see it? That's my new banner back there. Rad Dad's a Foam, thanks to Andy Griff. He was just making some artwork, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to do this and make a poster out of it. I'll send you one. And I'm like, you don't need to spend any money on this. He's like, no, it's too late.
Looks good, though. It looks retro.
Oh, Alan says, hey, I run a bunch of servers and run live streaming. Oh, Alan,
you're our man.
you might be our new man behind the curtain. We might have to talk.
Can we call him Oz because he's the man behind the curtain?
I would love to call him Oz. He's a super nice
Alan,
dude.
your new nickname is now Oz.
I like it. Yeah, maybe you could do this because
Oz the Wizard.
here's the deal, guys. Like, I don't have time to like learn the software and do it well, and so we're just kind of flying at the seat of our pants, um, and that's part of the gig, right? We're just old guys just trying to figure things out. But yeah, if we had a man behind the curtain, that'd be pretty great.
He says,
Yeah.
I'll take it. And that's how you get a hobby nickname.
Yeah, there you go. Easy as that.
Yeah. Alan Oz the Wizard Dupree.
That's right. That's right. AJ saying, Big Laura, every time I try to complete your goodie bag, the things disappear. I'm just going to send you money. It sounds like to me AJ's trying to send Big Laura some stuff. And the stuff that he's sending just keeps disappearing, probably because AJ's using it or his kids are using it. But they'd probably take the money too. So you just might have to give him like verbal thanks because the kids can't take that.
Yeah, Dead Man's Phone was talking about there's a blaster he made out of Pet G. Because we were talking about Pet G.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And he's gonna send it to me, but Dead Man's, you might wait like a few weeks and just when I get to the new house, because they'll just go in a box right now, and that wouldn't be fun. I want to use it.
Andy, do you think you would save money if you got a 3D printer?
No way.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Because I know you purchase a lot of 3D printed items, but if you had your own printer, then you wouldn't have to buy those things.
No, I would be buying hardware kits every day.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll get real YouTube famous, and Out of Darts will send you kits.
Backyard's asking how the moving's going. A lot of boxes have been packed. I'm still trying to get the house ready for the market, so I just rebuilt the front porch posts. We had a painter over finishing that off. I got to trim the basement. A lot of little touch-up paint. We're hoping to get the house on the market like Monday or Tuesday. So we decided to hire movers for the large items. So, tables, couches, half the garage, big chairs, beds, that kind of thing.
AJ, don't think that I didn't see your comment. You don't need to send me anything. You keep your stuff for your club. I'm good.
Yeah, AJ's doing something.
Yeah,
with that club.
I've got a whole bin over here of giveaway stuff.
Yeah.
I have more blasters than I can use, and even like for loaners. So the plan right now is to distribute.
Dead Man's is telling me not to buy a printer. So much money and time lost. I hear you. I'm not doing that.
It's the beginning of the end. Yeah.
I'm actually working on a couple of wood blasters right now, and they're just held up until I move.
So now slow up now. Backyard Foam, did you move? Like I saw your post a while back that you had a bunch of boxes on your table and it looked like things were changing. So it looks like
he just sold his house today.
Yeah.
Congratulations, I think, right?
I hope that's good news.
Yeah.
It would be a shame to sell it because you had to move instead of selling it because you want to move. Respawn says his battle axe is hella fun. I can attribute to that. I think I've used it maybe once for 1 or 2 shots because I know if I used it more than that, I would fall in love and I would never be able to put it down. So the battle axe looks amazing. I have been watching Silly's videos on the new blaster. I can't think of what the name of it is. The new tube-fed blaster. I'm sure someone in the chat will say. But that reminds me, I want to talk about Paper Skeleton's new revival, right?
Yes, it's awesome.
Have people seen that?
It looks awesome.
It does look awesome. I might need a splurge to get that. I am a rival fan.
Yeah, I already told him to keep a blue and orange. What colors did I say? blue, white, and orange. I think it was.
I think you did, yeah. Ellen, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, we should talk.
I'm sorry, blue, yellow, and orange.
We would like to be good at this. Like, right? Like, we don't want it to be too cheesy. I mean, cheesy is part of the gig, but I do want people to like want to join and want to participate. And the nicer it looks, the better it sounds. People will want to jump in and participate. So, because it's really not about us; it's really about you guys. That's what we want it to be about. Captain Shotgun wants a new printer. Saving up.
I don't want to leave and try to come back in, even though I'm frozen.
You're still frozen. Yeah. I mean, well, let's see what happens if I click this button.
It's fine.
What if you know what, I'm going to click hide, and then I'm going to click show, and then see if that does anything. It's kind of silly that you're just frozen there.
At least I'm not making a really stupid face. I don't know. I can't tell.
No, you can't tell. I don't know what to do about that.
What if I was frozen in like the worst face ever?
I'm glad you're not. I mean, I could click disconnect, and then you could try to join back on with the link I sent you. Or do you want to risk it?
Nah, but let's just keep it going.
Let's keep it going. All right. You heard the man. Keep it going. Oh, soundboards with air horns and audience claps. Oh. That sounds amazing.
So back here, I was talking about he needed a bigger studio and space because he does all of that for weddings and everything.
Yeah, yep. Captain Checkin, what are you putting in a box and making fit in your car? I missed that. Captain Checkin says, CR, put them in a box and make them fit in my car. Oh, are you talking about the blasters I have to give away? We could do that. You could take a whole bin home with you if you want. If you could use them for modding, or if you give them to kids, I'm all for it.
AJ says, what if Andy comes back live while he's picking his nose?
Or breakdancing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Let's see. I'm bad at this. I am impressed, though. We're like 32 minutes in, and we're still streaming. Like,
so we're at 12 views right now. Is that our peak? We got 13?
Nope. Last time we did this, we had 12. I wrote it down. I don't have a whiteboard that's
okay,
I could
so 12's the record.
12's the record. So if we get another person on, now we're down to 12, or we're down to 11.
Yeah, we lost somebody.
Hopefully they come back. But yes, Andy and I are kind of keeping track of how many viewers we have at our max viewers at one time.
So Shotgun says his club needs more loaners and he needs more projects.
We can make that happen.
Shotgun, do you think you can do that project we were kind of chatting about? Dropping a fly core into the Fortnite Zesty SMG?
Oh, that sounds awesome.
So when Maritime was kind of showing his fly core before he'd shown us the front blaster, we were talking about that.
Yeah, that's cool. That'd be great. Yeah, and thank you, Backyard Foam. Please like, share, subscribe, all those things. See, we're not even good YouTubers. I don't remind people to do that.
I have like 29 subscribers on my YouTube. My son's made all the videos, or I've put him in all the videos.
Respawn, I have the MK3s right over my shoulder and the box for you to bring to Des Moines. I could bring those tomorrow and give them to you tomorrow. Hopefully I remember when I pack up the car.
Shotgun says, oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh no. We lost Andy. Totally gone. I'm guessing maybe his internet. Yeah. Can you guys see me? I'm gonna text him. Yeah, Shotgun, I just looked at my phone and I saw that I have a message for you on Instagram, so I'll take a look at that in a little bit. Um, I forgot what I was talking right before Andy left. Let's see if he'll come back in. I hope he does. I'm still live. Thank you, Shotgun. Appreciate it. We'll see if he, yeah, too much breakdancing. He probably knocked the camera over or something. Andy is in Indianapolis, so he's not too far away, but still, 9 hours away. Yeah, I don't know if he's using a Chromebook or if Andy's using a Windows device, but oh, Andy says keep it going, Bill. This is weird. I'm just talking to myself now. I don't know if I like that. I like having Andy here to work on. Andy, click the link that I sent you and see if you come back on. We'll see what happens, and then you tell me if you can see it. Now, Andy is in Indianapolis. Matt Ceratops is in Australia. You click the link. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I think I can get you back. Hang on a second. Are you back? Can you hear me?
I mean, I've heard you the whole time.
Oh, well, yeah. I could see you. You move around. I can see you. I hope everyone else can see you.
I'm not there yet.
Okay.
Oh, looks like I'm back.
Oh, good. So Shotgun says he's going to be going through Indianapolis on his way to Cedar Rapids in August. Maybe he needs to stop by your house. Get a picture with the kids.
Yeah, anybody driving through Indianapolis, stop and take pictures with me and my kids.
That'd be awesome.
And get a patch. I gave AJ, him and his brother, both patches.
Oh, that's awesome. Very good. Everyone's happy that you're alive.
Oh, speaking of patches, I got this one.
Yes, I got that one today too.
I saw your post and I was like, oh man, you beat me to it.
And
so then
Respawn,
I had a post on Instagram.
Respawn, I have one for you too.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed a little bit when we were in Maryland. I gave quite a few patches out, and I think I only got one or two back. I was hoping to get more.
I'm not sure if trading is a thing. I don't know. I think people try to sell them usually.
Well, that might be, but I don't know. I was hoping to get a few more.
So, Alan, those patches are for Games Mods. He's a YouTuber and a reviewer and plays in games. I think he's in California. And so those are his patches. And I ordered one for me and one for Respawn. And looks like Andy ordered one too. Yeah, I bet Indianapolis is not easy with a semi-truck, AJ. I can't imagine. It's not easy with a car. Can't imagine a semi-truck.
Hey, Alan, this is my patch.
Yeah, I have one now.
Alan, send me a message on Insta and I'll send you one.
Yeah.
I don't sell them. I just send them.
I misplaced mine, and I think Strife, I'm pretty sure I sent you one. That might have been my patch. I don't remember now. But I remember putting Andy's patch in a safe spot that I wouldn't lose it, and then I lost it. And so the best answer I have is that I sent it to you on accident, because I sent you a bunch of stuff.
AJ says, patch goblins at Mayhem for sure.
Yeah, well, thank you, and I appreciate Andy sending me another one, because now I have a patch, I don't know what they call it, a patch quilt, a patch wall that I'm now keeping my patches in the same spot.
I did get a Goonies patch in Maryland, so that was pretty cool.
I too got
They have not handed many of those out.
No, those are pretty rare.
That's a pretty select patch, actually. You got to know somebody, I think.
You got to know somebody, that's for sure. Yeah, Becker, hopefully, It does sound like Maryland is happening next year. I think they've secured a location for HVZ. They haven't said where that is yet, but there are plans, and so hopefully we'll be able to make it again next year. I'm not sure what my plans are yet. I could probably only take one trip, and I don't know if Maryland's going to be that trip or not. I have to figure that out.
Does May count as a trip?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think I could probably do one or the other, and so that emotional capital that I need to make deposits to that account.
So what is Goucher College, AJ? I mean, I guess I could Google it.
Goucher, they talked about this last night. Goucher is the birthplace of HVZ.
Is it really?
That's where they start. I think that's where the whole thing started. And so they're having a war in October and celebrating the 20th anniversary of HVZ. I have told many people that I cannot do anything extra in October. My whole family has their birthdays in October, and so that takes up the whole month. And me trying to do anything extra in October, any kind of trips, it's just not possible. So as much I would love to do like Mall Mutation Madness in October, but it's just I can't do anything extra.
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything the rest of the year with moving.
Sure, no, you got your hands full.
I'll still be unpacking boxes in December. And then it'll be getting the house ready for Christmas.
Alan's asking if I've asked Kirkwood. Not officially. I have brought it up to them. Trying to run an HVZ on that scale is overwhelming to me. I would have to get some sort of committee. But I'm sure I can talk to people. I'm sure we could probably make something happen if I had enough people to help out. I can't arrange something quite that big on my own or with Respawn helping me. I think it's going to take a team. So that's not possible, but it's not in the realm of possibilities right now.
AJ got auto-corrected HVZ to bus.
Yeah, I don't know, AJ. Like,
so there's a potential, AJ. There's a potential trip for CR Nerf and 3 of our Canadian friends. Kind of a bucket list. I've invited them to Indy for the Indy 500 for basically a long weekend of fun stuff. So for some of those guys, that might be their trip.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that out loud, but if I have a choice to hang out with Andy and do the Indy 500 or go to Maryland, I would probably go to the Indy 500. That's like a once in a lifetime kind of a thing.
You have to do it once. You have to do it at least once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ellen, sounds like we got a lot of things to talk about. I do have a couple of contacts at Kirkwood. I mean, I've got my mod class that I do in the summertime, which is coming up.
We're at 13, by the way.
And
Respawn's leaving.
Mine says 11, but that's okay. I have my mod class coming up at the end of July, and so
Respawn, thanks for coming.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone being here. This is amazing that we have this many people and such high quality nerfers, right? I love that you guys are willing to just hang out with us. This is awesome. I lost my train of thought. But yeah,
Mando keeps he keeps referring it to the thing about automobiles.
It sounds like, Andy, it's way more than that.
Yes, Phil Mando. It's just we're gonna go watch some automobiles.
Yeah, he's from Canada. What do you think?
Yes, they're making another left turn.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
They just do it at 240 miles an hour, and it's really cool. And you're there with 300,000+ of your friends.
Captain Check-in, I hope your expectations are low. I'm very flattered that you're coming for this. Like I said, there may be 20 people. It's going to be kind of low key, but it's a cool place to play. We'll play a few different games like capture the flag and elimination and like clickers and that kind of stuff. It's just a fun place to play. So please have low expectations. Um, we'll have some guys from Nebraska there. You will probably be the farthest one. There's some guys from Wisconsin coming, I know. Might be some guys from Chicago coming. So it should be a really good time, but please do not have high expectations at all. Um, but I'm flattered and I appreciate you coming.
If I would have thought about it, I would have sent you more patches like shotgun. You could have given one to shotgun.
It's not too late. We've got a whole month yet.
That's true. I can mail a few more out. That might be easier. I just mail you like three or four, and then you hand them out.
Shotgun's coming to your place anyway. Right? You got to get pictures with the kids.
Yeah.
Respawn, thanks for coming out. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. Dead Man's Film. Thank you. I did the Film News Collective podcast, and I had a gentleman reach out to me saying that I was a good poster boy for the Nerf hobby. And I think so. I mean, I like making those relationships. I love playing Nerf. I love everything about the relationship building and organizing. So if I can be a Nerf salesman, then you bet. I'm happy to be that for people. Thank you, Alan. This is just like Boost Builds an Eco Night. Alan says I'm a fantastic. So I can't take full credit for those games, Alan, because Respawn's there helping me. So I can't take full credit for that.
Big Lore says his 4 kids seems like 15. He'd go to more events if he didn't have 15 kids. 4.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Appreciate that. Advanced Film. Big Lore, 4 is a lot. I have 2, and I like playing man on man and not zone, right? Like I'm not even a sports guy, but that's a reference I get, especially with kids. So, Andy, are you frozen still, or are you just reading? Move around.
I'm frozen. No, I'm frozen.
You were a little bit, but you're back now.
Okay.
Dead Man's Film. 2 is too many. Some days I feel like 2 is too many. But mine are getting older, 16 and 12, and so they can take care of themselves pretty much. They just have a lot of stuff. They got band concerts and track meets and marching.
All right, good night, Alan.
Sounds good. Thanks, Alan, for coming. Really appreciate you being here. We'll talk more soon. I got your number. We'll talk more soon. Yeah, 2 is plenty of kids. Here's the thing,
I agree. I have 2 as well.
Yeah, but see, Andy, we need to address that elephant in the room. Like, you've got a 1-year-old, and how old are you again?
50.
What were you thinking?
Not sure.
No, I know it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah, we actually tried really hard to get that last one.
Yeah, no, I know. You told me some stories.
Yeah, I'd have more blasters, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's a good. Your dog. Wait a minute. Is Mr. Maritime Foam in the chat?
Yeah, we got Maritime here.
This. I hope this is live. We're trying. You caught it. Thank you so much, man. We've talked about being blessed. The man, the myth, the legend is in the chat. Thank you for being here. You did catch it. You think a couple years, James, I'm going to be hosting a premiere event. Well, you know what? If this Usher's Ferry thing goes well, partnered with the Dragons there the next day, if it goes well that first weekend in August, hopefully we can do it again. And hopefully it'll grow. It'd be really fun. I don't know any other clubs that can play in such a cool space like that. So I'm hoping it might be the start of something very big. Very big. Yeah, Big Lore's got a whole team. He's got to get all those kids playing.
Maritime, we were just talking about the Indy Indy 500 actually a little bit ago.
There are many rad dads in the chat. I would say that we've been talking about kids a little bit.
Yeah.
Classic for Real is here too. Oh boy, thank you for joining Classic for Real.
Hey, Classic.
That's pretty great. Thank you guys for being here. We're just hanging out. We're just visiting.
Bill, is anybody videotaping your event, or is there going to be anybody with cameras on their blasters, or will there be any footage?
I'm sure. Some of the guys that come from Nebraska, I think Phase One's coming. He will probably be taking footage. Respawn will be taking footage. My buddy Lightning Eagle 14 from Des Moines, he will probably be taking. There'll be footage. There'll be footage.
Yeah. That'll be cool.
Yeah, it will be cool. I'm not a huge fan of videos of footage, but it's more fun when you have played at the place that you watched the video from, right?
Maritime says, can't wait for the racing car day. So yeah. I had to explain to him the Friday before, the race is on Sunday, but the Friday before is called Carb Day. It's a big giant party. They have concerts and all kinds of stuff. But carb short for carburetor. Cars don't have these race cars don't have carburetors, but it's always been called Carb Day. And the Canadians just don't get what I'm talking about. It's hilarious.
No, they don't. It's really funny. Classic says, how often do people ask you what's the best dart and blaster combo ever? And why is it N1 shoved into an Alpha Strike Stinger? Yeah, I don't get asked that a lot in my real life. It's only in this life that I get asked that a lot. Lots of favorites. I showed off my Protean that Justin made for me, my buddy Justin from Nebraska. It's beautiful. It's like Rebel colors. I love it. Oh, that's good advice, Maritime. Cut down the video for about a minute for every day. Nitro Nerf Racing. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Carb is a lot of pasta. Yeah, there might be some of that. Who doesn't love
I
carbs?
did marry an Italian, so we do have lots of pasta here.
Carbohydrate day. Yep. Classic for Real says carb days every day at his dinner table. Yeah, same here. What do we have? Oh, we had hamburgers tonight. I grilled hamburgers.
Yeah, but we almost always have like a side of pasta, even if pasta's not the main.
Did you read Strife's question? Is Carb Day sponsored by the Geico Gecko?
It's sponsored by Miller Lite, I think.
Oh, even better. What could go wrong?
So they have all these events. They do the pit stop challenge, and there's the Indy Lights, which is like the entry level Indy cars. And then at like 4:00, they have a concert, and it's usually some really old like classic rock guy who's like 70. They always have a guy like 10 years past when he should have stopped touring. But it's fun. Everybody goes out.
It should be a good time. AJ's asking if we've run all fulls rounds. I know they do that in the Des Moines Club. We haven't really done it in Cedar Rapids, but that would be fun.
I think Naptown Nerf here in Indy does that.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what my worst blaster would be. I'm sure I have several. I don't keep the real bad ones. Heads-up display with hit markers. Yeah, Maritime, that's good advice for that gameplay footage. Again, I need to hire someone to do that kind of stuff for me.
I can't remember the brand. It's the one that has all the crazy ergo that they always sell at Ollie's. But I bought a blaster that was so bad. The only thing I kept were these little plastic targets, and I literally threw the darts and the blaster away. It was that bad.
Oh boy.
It was uncomfortable, actually.
Respawn's gonna work on making some more footage. That's good.
Big Laura says Nerf Doomland's Judge is the worst blaster ever.
The Judge is big. It's kind of
Yeah.
ridiculous. I'm sure Maritime has several in his storage shed.
I don't have a ton of horrible blasters. I feel like I watched a lot of reviews before I bought.
Yeah. I've been more selective on what I buy, and especially at Goodwill, because I'm running out of space. I can't afford a storage shed.
So wait, Maritime likes the Doomland's Judge?
He does.
And Big Laura hates it?
Yeah. Yeah. Different for everybody.
That's funny.
I've heard that they're really hard to mod, and I don't know if I'd want to open that up.
Yeah.
But Maritime could probably put like fly core in the Judge, and like you probably put 7 fly cores in there, and have like some crazy 7 magazine hailfire Judge.
I mean, performance-wise, it's probably that Fortnite Zesty SMG. That's why I want to mod it.
Yeah.
Because it looks amazing. I love the look of it.
It looks cool.
I love the colors. I mean, I love everything about it, but I think it only hits 50 something. It's got a lot of barrel drag. Even without the muzzle on it, it's
yeah.
It's horrible. The Eagle Point, it's not great.
That's okay. I think the X-Shot versions are probably better. What is that, the Berserko or something?
The Berserko and the Ranger X8.
Yeah. Captain Shotgun, thank you for coming so much. I appreciate you being here. Have fun tomorrow. Sorry you got to be up so early. Thanks so much for coming. We appreciate you. We'll be seeing you here in about a month or so.
Shotgun, learn how to do the fly course so we can do that mod.
Maritime modded a Zesty to hit 85 or so. That's not bad. That was an awful experience. Oh.
Yeah, have you seen that video? He struggled with everything. The shell, he struggled with everything.
That's too bad.
It's why I never modded mine, actually. I was watching his video and I decided, I'm horrible at modding. I'm not even going to try it.
I'm sure that I've seen the video because I've seen all your videos, but I don't recall that one off the top of my head.
So I watched Maritime's Retaliator mod video, and that's why I settled on the 7 kilogram spring and not the bigger one that he had. And then after that, I watched the Zesty mod video and decided it was too much of a challenge to tackle. So, thank you.
Respawn's going to run a couple blasters tomorrow. Respawn and I are hosting a library game tomorrow at the Hiawatha Library.
Nice.
Should be 20 to 30 kids. Always a good time. They get pizza, and we eat pizza and just visit, and then we play in the library for about an hour or two. Looking forward to that. It's always a fun time.
Yeah, Big Laura loves the way the Judge looks, but he just hates the performance.
Sure. General Strike's got 9 projects so far. He's too many. Like I like to start. I like to finish what I start. I don't like to have multiple projects happening.
I have multiple projects, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I just keep buying new ones. What did I buy the other day? I bought a Dart Tag Sharpfire, I think it's called.
Okay.
Really good ergo, but it's a reverse plunger.
Yeah. Yep.
And my thought was to rip that out and put in a micro.
Sure.
Internals.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'm not sure how to do that though.
In your free time, right? When you're done moving.
So I just got to learn how to mod blasters, and then I'll be good to go.
You've painted a few though.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying. I'm not any good.
General Strife says, finish? No, that's impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, Maritime, I have great ideas. I just don't know how to execute because I don't have any skills.
Yeah,
Lots of glue, he says.
that's where I'm at. Like I would love, I don't have a soldering iron. I don't have those kinds of skills. I don't have those kinds of tools. Someday, maybe, but
I
that's just
haven't
not.
used a soldering iron in 30 years, probably.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to do cages and motors and stuff, but it just there's time and then there's expense, right? Modding springers is pretty easy and pretty cheap in the long run, but flywheelers and stuff, it's another layer of cost and complexity. I just don't have that right now.
I bought a Thunderbolt. It's been more than a year, and it's just a paint project, and I haven't gotten it done.
I hear you.
I even bought mags for the paint project. Like I got the mags of the color I want,
Oh, nice.
but I haven't painted the blaster yet.
Stripe's got so many integrations and stuff happening. Hard to finish things. Stuff collecting dust. Yeah. I'm trying not to collect for collection's sake right now. Anything, but especially blasters. I'm trying to just have stuff that I'm going to use, either for parties or for myself.
Is your office full at this point? Or
Full of-
was, I guess.
Full of blasters?
Yeah, when you had your office completely full when you left, right?
When I left, what are you talking about?
Your office, where you have all your blasters.
I haven't left. That's to come.
Yeah,
I
but
counted.
it is full, right? You have basically every.
I counted. I have 40 blasters in my office, which I love that the managers just let me be me and let me do what I do. So Andy's some of you know, but I have to find a new job. I work for a mental health center that the program I am in is a Medicaid funded position, and the state is changing that program. So the program's ending probably September 30th, and so I need to find a new job. So soon, you guys will probably see pictures of the office without any blasters in it, and it'll be a sad, sad time. But yeah, so we're currently looking for new jobs. Hopefully, I can find something that's a good fit. But yeah,
You will.
the office is still intact, and I have to get my clients all transferred to other case managers, and it's a lot of work, but we'll get it figured out.
I can't imagine you walking into an interview and having that conversation, and then you walking out and people going, "I don't really like that guy." That's not going to happen. They're going to love you.
I mean, I think I'm a nice guy. I think I'm a kind of a likable guy, and I'm not to toot my horn, but I'm pretty good at my job. I've been doing it for a while, and I like, again, just like with Nerf, I like to make relationships with people. I like to foster those interactions, and so yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Fomando says he'll paint my Thunderbolt. The only trouble is shipping it to Canada would cost more than the blasters were.
Well, see, he's coming to Indy, so you just give it to him then.
Yeah, but I want him to have fun, not sit there and paint.
Well, he'll take it home with
Because
him.
then he'd have to send it, you know.
Well, that's true.
We need to figure out the shipping to Canada and back.
Yeah, we got to figure out an easy way to do that. Fomando and Maritime, how close are you guys to Noah Hudson? Because I know he lives in Canada, but he has a friend that lives in Niagara Falls. So I have shipped some things to his friend in Niagara Falls, and then Noah will just go over and visit and pick up stuff. So like we could send stuff to Niagara Falls, and Noah could pick it up and then get it to you guys somehow if you guys were close.
Or send it to Detroit Foam Works and have them drive it over to Windsor if anybody visits Windsor.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard about that the other day. So I'm going back a little bit. Strife, I'm not in. I used to be. I used to think collecting darts was cool. Um, I was trying. I did have like a whole bunch of different elite colored darts, and then I was like, nah, this is not for me. I don't need to collect darts, so I don't tend to keep elite darts for one, unless they're the Adventure Force.
No, I still have my dart collections. Not new in the box, but I want to have one of each.
Big Lord says I should walk into an interview with a blaster on my hip. It's not unheard of for me to have one in my pocket, and when I'm at the current office, I will spin one on my finger when I'm walking back and forth from the printer and stuff, and everyone just used to it. That's just
Maritime
me.
says far. He must be far away.
Gotcha. Okay, just a thought. CR's contract stipulation: he must be able to hang his purple blasters on his wall and be able to shoot random interns. Yes, yes, I will get that written into the contract. That sounds great.
AJ says he's a truck driver and he can ship them to those guys.
Fomando can ship to Noah for pretty cheap. That's good news. I like that.
X-Fox is here. So that's 3 Joes in the chat right now.
Oh, excellent. Hello, Joe. Mr. Fox. We appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. That's a great chat. I appreciate you guys being here. It is a party.
3 Joes and a Dustin walk into a bar.
Oh, I love this joke.
And a Nerf battle bus out.
Yes. Who is going to Ragnarok? I did my trip for the year, Joe. I can't take any more trips.
Joe, I am not. Just bought a house, so that's what I'm doing for the next month and a half.
The pictures
Packing,
are beautiful.
then unpacking.
Yeah, yeah. Dead Man's Phone working on a display. That's awesome. Andy, did you make a dart display for Not Enough? Is that right?
I did.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
It was, what did I make that out of? I think I made it out of hickory. It was huge. I mean, he can fit like 80 darts maybe before he runs out of space.
Oh, that's cool. I like seeing pictures of like all the different kinds of ammo in a row, like the Auto Darts, emblem, but all the different darts. That's really cool.
He could put at least 80 darts before it runs out of. I made it. I think it's pushing 40 some inches or something. It was huge. He's got it like on his. He's got a coffee bar, and he's got it on his coffee bar.
That's cool.
Yeah.
On that note, probably to begin with, wherever the new office is, my Ace of Spades with the wood holder will be going with me.
With the custom wood stand?
That's non-negotiable. That will be on display at the new office, wherever that happens to be. I don't know if I can get 39 other blasters in the new office or not, but that one will be coming with me regardless. That'll be non-negotiable.
Yeah, that was a fun project. I like that one. That was fun. It turned out well, I think.
It turned out great. I love it.
And you weren't expecting it, so that was cool.
I was not expecting it. It was a total surprise. And I love telling this story to people about how I got it. AJ, what's Ragnarok? Yeah, AJ. You've been in the hobby long enough to know what that is. That's for sure. Big Lord better request to be on X-Fox's game, X-Fox's team. I can talk. Send one of you.
Maritime wants to get an
Ace of
Spades.
Oh yeah, you can't get them in Canada, can you? I have one, but I'm keeping it. Thanks to Andy.
Maritime, if I get an Ace of Spades, maybe you could bring a long shot front gun, Flycore, and in exchange.
There you go.
I don't know if that's a fair.
Don't tempt him. Don't tempt him. He might do that.
That's probably a fair trade, I think.
He is currently planning to build me a Juno to give to my friend Riley, who uses an electric wheelchair. She has the Jupiter with a proton pack, but when I watched Maritime's Juno video a while back, I kind of thought the single dual action trigger would be good for Riley. So I asked him about making one, and he said he would do that for me. So yeah,
Maritime says he'll bring the parts.
looking forward.
Do I have to solder? That's the hang up. I guess I wouldn't, right? I wouldn't have to solder.
Wait, this is a Nerf channel? Yeah. I mean, and we talk about some other things too, like Indy 500.
Kids.
Yeah, talk about, well, I mean, it is the Rad Dads of Foam. We got to talk about kids at some point.
Yeah.
This is not airsoft. The Juno uses 9,012 different bolts and screws. Oh.
Oh.
I appreciate you doing this. Riley will really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it sounds like a
How's the build on the Blitz? Is that pretty simple? Maritime just posted about a Blitz.
It looks pretty easy, but I don't know. I don't have those skills. Respawn Consider, thank you. I appreciate that. What's YouTube? Classic. You know better. I see you in all the chats and all the streams.
X-Files. Joe wants to be a guest. Do we know how to do guests?
You're the guest.
Oh, I guess I'm a guest.
We haven't got, so Joe, before you got on, we were talking about having a man behind the curtain and having someone actually run this who knows what they're doing. That might be.
And we got a guy now, right?
We have a guy. We have Alan was on the chat. He's a local guy that I know. He said he'd be willing to talk to us and help us out, and so that might be a really good opportunity to have guests. I would love to have more rad dads on here and chat more. But this is what it's all about. It's just Andy and I visiting and going through the chat and talking with you guys. That's where our passion is.
X-Fox, if we ever have a guest, you're the first one.
I thought Gims Mods was our first one.
Oh, okay. X-Fox, Joe, you're the second. I'm sorry. I'm old. I have a bad memory.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Yeah, it would be awesome. I just appreciate you guys being here in the chat and taking time to visit with us. I don't know when our next chat will be. It won't be in July. When's moving day, Andy?
We close on the 6th of August, but I think possession could be as the 15th. I don't know.
Okay. So
you and I will talk. Well, about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Something.
Maybe shoot for the end of August.
I mean, it might be better to go before the 6th.
I don't think I can do that with the mod classes and the stuff I'm doing at Usher's Ferry. Like, I have to spend time with my family too. I can't all be Nerf all the time.
Yeah.
We'll talk. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, realistically, we're talking about 90 minutes.
Yeah, we've been going for a while.
Yeah. But I'm saying, I mean, I can fit it in somehow.
AJ, I like that idea. Dressing up as the Blues Brothers, that'd be fun.
Be hot.
It would be hot, especially if it was like it was this
Oh, don't
year.
do the inflatable sumo. That would be crazy hot.
Yeah. Yeah, Maritime wore his inflatable
He
costume
made
for
it
about
5 minutes.
Well, I was gonna say 3. Like, it wasn't on long. Just, I think, long enough to get a picture with Blaster Barbie, and then he took it off.
That was it. Yeah. Who was the alien? Do you remember who the alien was?
You're talking about the Sesame Street. It was
Yeah.
Builder BB.
That's right.
Yep.
And he wore that all day.
He wore that all the live long day. Yeah. Except for lunch. He
Maybe
took it off
5
at lunch, and he came to Subway with us, but he took it off for lunch, but then he put it back on. This rag is Western themed. Oh, that'd be fun. Big Lord's got a cool blaster he's working on. Oh, Maritime wore it. He said he did wear it for 5 minutes. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't have any. I couldn't think of anything for Galaxy theme. I just had nothing.
No, I wasn't.
Well, that's not true. I had that one project that I never did. So I bought a backyard uh, spreader, like a fertilizer spreader,
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about this.
and I was going to paint it NASA gold and put NASA stickers on it, but I was going to fill it with cheese balls and put in a dispensing thing and just walk around and give people snacks. And I just ran out of time. I
Yeah.
never got to it.
And I
just gave it to somebody so I didn't have to pack it and send it to the next house.
I think I recall discouraging you from handing out snacks from a fertilizer spreader.
Well, it was clean. It
even if it was brand new, it just doesn't
I was
feel
gonna
right.
wash it.
Doesn't feel right. I'm glad Builder BB was okay. He was looking pretty beat after the games. Thanks AJ for keeping an eye on him and making sure he was doing all right. Yeah, I don't know. He was all in. He kept that costume on. It had to like really stink afterwards. I hope he burned it after, because I don't think there's any cleaning of that costume.
But he made it for a while, I think, didn't he?
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, he made it past lunch, I feel like.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I made it after lunch, but not by much. Thanks, guys.
I never saw you get turned, and I was running up the hill with Backyard Foam's sister.
Yeah.
Because that whole group had been turned except for her. And I get to the top of the hill and I'm screaming for Bill. Where's Bill? Where's Bill? And everybody's like, I think he got turned.
Yep. Yeah, that was.
And I was all depressed.
That was the moment. Yeah. It was okay. It happens sooner or later. It's all part of the game. All part of the game. Yep.
I broke my hopper on my Percy's running up the hill. Running away, basically.
Yeah. I like to use the Percy's at birthday parties, and at the last game of the party, I let the birthday kid use a Percy's and just annihilate everybody else. But I always take my hopper off because they're so fragile. And I just use the regular hopper, and then
if you hit it just right, there's one clip on the one side. That's the only thing holding it.
Yeah. So then I just follow the kid and I fill up his hopper when he runs out, because I don't want to risk breaking the 3D printed hopper.
Yeah, I dropped about 100 rounds on the street running across that road. And then I was down to a 6-shooter. I was down to my Outlaw with the low power spring. AJ, Andy felt so bad. He looked like a dude that had to put down Old Yeller.
Yep.
I'd never used the Percy's. I literally got it out of the box for that event. I bought that hopper. That was the first time I had ever used it.
That was good. That was a good place for it. Yeah, Fomando couldn't go out to dinner with us that night because he was too wore out from that heat stroke. It was a long day, that's for sure.
Yeah, I didn't know why he wasn't good. I didn't know until the next day that he wasn't feeling well.
Maritime, before you leave, tell us how Superman was. I really want to see that. When I saw the trailer for the first time, I cried because it just reminded me of the original Superman. That's probably one of my favorite, superhero movies of all time. So tell us about.
I thought that opened tomorrow.
Oh, he's in Canada. Everything comes out early there. It is tomorrow there.
Yeah, and why does Australia get all the cool blasters first? When did that happen?
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Xfox said he's going to be a vendor at the exhibitors event.
At Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Good. Joe, I appreciate you doing that, like sponsoring and having vendor tables and stuff. That's awesome. You probably I don't know how much money you make at those things, but it's good exposure, and I hope a lot of people buy stuff from you at some point.
I should have bought a blaster from him at Maryland. That would have gone way better.
It's not too late.
I will. It's next on my list. I got to move first, but then.
Yeah. This is my buddy Kip. He's a local guy. Hello, Kip. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being
Welcome,
here.
Kip.
I got to get Kip on board with like hosting some games. He's a really good guy. His son likes playing Nerf too, and so I'm stringing them along. He's one of the guys. I'm going to say this, Kip, and maybe I shouldn't, but I like to give Kip blasters and parts and stuff because the generosity that I have been given, I like to give back and to pay that forward. So he's kind of one of the guys that gets that stuff that I pay forward.
Yeah, Big Lord. They had a rule about you only had a blaster with 6 darts in it until full unlock, which was basically after the first big mission. But after I broke the Percy's, that's all I had left.
Xfox does always have cool goodies at his table. I haven't gotten that whiteout yet, Joe. I gotta get one of those. I gotta save up.
It looks awesome.
Save up for the whiteout. Yeah, you should have bought one of those, Andy, instead of that other blaster you bought.
I'm going to, and then I'm going to put my little 2S in it, and he's going to be so upset with me.
Oh, Kip, you're too kind. You're too kind. Again, just paying it forward because I've been blessed in this hobby, and people have sent me a lot of things, and I like to pay that forward.
No, Xbox, we see those videos where you're always handing stuff out.
Yeah,
We know.
We witnessed it.
If we lived closer, we'd be there every time.
I know, man. He had his forest game the other day, and he's always got all these tents and inflatables out in his yard. He runs some massive games.
And they're forest. Amazing. They have ferns out there. It looks like indoor. It's so cool.
Yeah, for sure.
We have poison ivy, and they have ferns.
Yeah, poison oak.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a new version of the whiteout. Oh, Joe, gotta slow down. You keep making new stuff before I can get any of the old stuff.
Just let me know if I can put the Venom battery in it.
Whiteout's going to want a 3S probably. Even maybe a 4S, right, Joe? Mm-hmm. Yeah, James, we're not. Xbox is super generous. We're not. There's no question about that. People are still asking me how Big Lord modded down a Strife for HVZ. They think that he was cheating with the higher FPS. Yeah, got to get that. Thing, that chronograph. Oh man, it's late here for me, guys. Got to get that chronograph and show them what to shoot. Yeah. See, Andy, the whiteout is a 3S or a 4S. You can't use that Venom battery. You're gonna have to jump into the lipo space, buddy.
Nope, not doing it.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
I get it. It took me a long time to get into lipos, but I have a couple now.
The irony is I have a degree in chemistry. I know more about battery chemistry than most.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be scared of them.
Well, I mean, I think that goes to show, like, you don't even like Venmo or PayPal. So it's just, I think that's an old thing. It's an age thing.
I'm just an old rad dad.
AJ, what's a lipo? Yeah. Again, AJ, you've been in the hobby long enough to know all these things. What are you asking about Kansas? What's Kansas about?
We're not in Kansas anymore? I think that's a reference, maybe.
He looked at that Strife with that ugly mug and it slowed down. Shots fired! Shots fired! 9.6 volt for the win. Yeah, Dead Man's Phone. Maybe for some blasters, but not for the whiteout.
Nickel metal hydride.
Yeah. Middle ground. Ah, Kansas. Gotcha. That's funny.
I have some of those batteries actually around here somewhere.
They're not packed up?
I actually have a lot of blasters in my bar underneath me here.
Ah.
But since they're out of the way, but it's all like my vortex and stuff. Oh,
Well,
this is the worst blaster ever.
what is it? What do you got?
Remember we were talking about the worst blaster?
Yeah.
It's this
For
one.
awful ground. Oh, that's that little the little Vortex one shooter. I was gonna say one.
Ricochet.
I was
think
gonna
it's
say
called.
one hitter, but that's something completely different.
Yeah, that is something different. That's a single shot. That one's all right.
Single shot. That's a better way to put that.
No, the Ricochet is the worst blaster I have.
Ricochet. Yeah. Yep. I don't have one of those. It was so bad, I never got one.
You have to, let's see. You have to load it, prime it. I don't know. It's a certain order you got to do it. It's horrible.
I'm telling you guys, I think Iowa is probably the place to be, or maybe Nebraska, as far as, I thought about that. Like all the West Coast people could come to Iowa, all the East Coast people could come to Iowa. It'd be a good middle ground. It'd be a good meeting space. Maybe if we get this Usher's Ferry war like up and running and people are having a good time, maybe we could make it a bigger deal next year. Respawn, thanks for coming. Appreciate your input in the chat.
Strife was worried about packing batteries. Right, that's true if you're doing lipos. Most batteries, I guess.
Iowa's pretty much the center. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I think I should be a Midwest hub. I think I should be like a local distributor of products and be the Midwest distribution center. Maybe for Dart Zone, maybe for Xbox.
That would be awesome if your garage was a Dart Zone warehouse.
I mean, I'm a fan. Not everybody's a Dart Zone fan. Enough said about that.
Yeah, but they've had a lot of good ones. They've had a lot of hits.
They've had some good blasters. I have several of them. James, that would be great. That would be great. I deal. James says, Bill, you don't have to worry about traveling next year because we're all going to come to you. That would be amazing.
Would you have the event the same time next year, like same month?
Not necessarily. It depends on when they have the space available. That weekend, I think they had 2 weekends to choose from, and that weekend was going to be the best for me and for my family. So it doesn't have to be that time of year. It could be a different time.
Like, what's the temperature in late September there?
It would be cooler, probably more like 70s. That would be a better time temperature-wise.
Is there other national events or big events?
Please don't. Again, don't have high expectations.
Yeah,
I don't want.
That's what you almost need to do. You need to jot down like when all the big events are, and then kind of pick a gap.
Yeah.
A gap that's not 90 degrees.
I was, and my goal was, so I posted on a lot of the Midwest clubs Facebook pages because I thought it'd be neat to get Midwest players from Nebraska, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Missouri, and like be in the center, right? All the states around Iowa. And so that's my goal. But if other people want to come from farther away, like South Carolina, Kevin Chucklin's going to come. That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Dead Man's Foam. Yeah, that Primus looks pretty cool. I've slowed down quite a bit on my full dart blaster purchasing. We use full darts, long darts for family night at Dragon's Lair, but I don't usually for birthday parties. I don't use anything that takes magazines. It's usually all front-loading pistol blasters because kids struggle with magazines. So I might have to get one for myself for the collection, but as far as multiple blasters of that, probably not. The makerspace General Strife would be really cool. So like my Nerf dream, if we wanted to put it that way, is to have like an arena and a makerspace and have people come and play. That'd be amazing. I don't think there's a big enough draw in Iowa to make that a reality, but that would be amazing if we could. I think we're getting as close as we can with being able to partner with Dragon's Lair and use their space.
So Strife was asking X-Fox, like the locations of everybody. So within 40 minutes, you got X-Fox,
Yeah.
Xavier, Luke from Out of Dart, Dr. Flux. They're all within 40 minutes. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying we need to go out there and visit. We could see them all in
Yeah.
one shot.
That would be cool to go out for a long weekend.
You bet. That's on the bucket list too.
Yeah. But as much as I like the actual playing of darts, it's also the after stuff, like hanging out.
100%.
It's the social side of it.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Like meeting random truck drivers in the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah. So when I talked to my family about wanting to meet AJ when he was driving his truck through town, I told them that he was a friend that I met on the internet talking about darts and Nerf. And so now they refer to him as my internet trucker friend.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, if that was me, you wouldn't let me go meet someone off the internet that drove a truck. And I'm like, well, you're 5'1" and little, and I am not 5'1", and I'm an overgrown human male. So
I didn't even tell my wife. I just took my children and then I took pictures and then I posted it on social media like a good red dad.
Caution to the wind.
Oh man, too funny.
Yeah. X-Fox has got them all over there. Luchasaur, Coney.
Xbox says I can sleep on his couch, I think is what
I
he's
think
saying.
Coney was originally from Nebraska, and I think he used to play quite a bit with the Des Moines club. But then he moved out there to be with Flux and stuff. So, yeah. I purchased a Prometheus from Coney that Xavier signed. So I've got a Prometheus with the Captain Xavier X on it. I don't ever use it. It's just for the show and for display.
AJ says that I let him hold my daughter. That's actually not true. My daughter called for him, arms out.
That's what he said.
Yeah, no, my daughter did. She was like, wanted AJ to pick her up.
Those dirty, yeah. That means it does not sound good when I say it out loud. my internet trucker friend.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound good. But now we just joke about it, and I say it to my family.
Yeah, no, actually, I took a picture of the two of them and then sent it to AJ.
There's AJ here in the chat, but we also have a kid in our club named AJ.
Okay. So
whenever I talk about AJ, my son's like, "Are you talking about the kid in the club, or are you talking about your internet trucker friend?" No, it's the kid in the club. DFC wants to do a Pacific Northwest trip. Is that DFC? Is that your club, Fomendo?
DFC.
Dartmouth Phone Club. Oh, I bet that's it. Hey, look how smart I am. General, I swear, I think General Strife, he's going to be the next Maritime Foam or Captain Xavier. Um, he knows all about making videos and streaming and doing cool digital artwork. He's the new up and comer.
Yeah.
I keep telling him to make sure he remembers me when he is a Nerf god and has 1 million YouTube subscribers.
Plus, he finds all of the leaks, and I try really hard to find the leaks, and he finds them first. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, well, it's magic. These young kids, these young whippersnappers, they know how to run that internet.
I found a couple, and I'm like super proud about my 2 or 3 leaks that I found, and he finds them all though. It's crazy.
Big Lore says, by the way, Dustin, a grip for AJ's blaster I sent him. I'm going to print it and send it to you. And so, yeah, I won Big Lore's Father's Day giveaway, and that modded Aeon Pro X, and I gave it to my kid in the club, AJ. And it was close. I almost didn't give it to him because it was a pretty smooth blaster. It was pretty great. But he was pretty happy about it. His mom said that he hadn't put it down that whole day.
I've actually won 2 blasters fairly recently, and I normally don't enter those contests. One of them I can't talk about yet. I don't think he's posted the winner.
Ooh, you could hear it here first, live.
Yeah. So I'll do a video or whatever when I get that one. He's working on some decals for it.
Oh. Can you give us any hints? I can tell it's not a flywheeler because you don't want to do light bulbs.
It's a rear prime T-pole.
Oh. Oh.
So, and it's custom painted and everything.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Did someone else win it and then that someone else has given it to you?
No, I won it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think he's waiting to, so he wants to put the decals on before he presents it. Like, here's the winner.
Gotcha.
So that's pretty cool. I'm excited.
General Strife's going to make me cry because he says I've been a tremendous friend. And you're welcome. You're welcome. Again, paying it forward. I like to pay forward the generosity that I have been bestowed. Dead Man's Home, I wish I could win some filament right now. You got to get on that deal that Silly Butts has, right? He's getting that free filament from whatever company he's got to deal with. I can't remember the name of it right now. That's how good the advertising
Dead Man's,
is.
how much filament does your blaster use in a print?
I don't.
It's massive.
He could say a number, but I wouldn't know what that would mean because I don't have any.
Yeah, but the print guys would know.
True.
I mean, I feel like it uses 2 spools. I don't know if that's accurate, but it uses a ton. It's a huge blaster. Really intricate.
I like what Big Lore's saying. Back in the day when I started this Nerf hobby, my wife had a rule that if I got a new blaster into the house, an old blaster was supposed to leave the house. So I'd have the same number of blasters. And we did that for a little while. I had a coworker who had a son who I'd give old blasters to, but that didn't last real long. Now multiple blasters come into the house and multiple blasters do not leave.
3.5 spools at a 20% infill. Holy.
That sounds like a lot.
I know that's a lot, and I don't even have a printer.
That's one blaster, Dead Man's Foam? Oof.
Yeah, you've seen his.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of it.
Well, Deadman actually let me consult a little bit on it, which was pretty cool.
That is way cool. You're
Yeah.
becoming quite the consultant.
A
Working
little
with
bit of
foam man.
gear, a little bit of blasters, sure.
Yeah. I almost spit out my water when I read what Dead Man's Foam said.
Yeah.
That'd be bad to spit water out all over the computer.
How much does a spool of filament cost? Is it like $20 or $10 or?
Depends on the brand, I think, and the color.
Big Lord says you're broke because you spent a month at Disney World.
Well,
Yeah, that'd do it.
a day at Disney World would do it.
I mean, that place is cool, but man, you could spend some money.
Yeah. Yeah, right, for sure. Xbox. Uh, I haven't been to Disney World in a long time. My daughter's 16. We took her when she was 3, so it's been many years since I've been to Disneyland or Disney World.
Uh, we went. Um, we went at the end of March and April.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Well, end of March.
24 per spool. Yeah, that adds up fast, doesn't it? 25 Canadian prices, so $1, one freedom dollar. That's pretty funny.
So he's spending. That's a ton of money.
That's a lot of money. And if you're getting 3.5 spools,
Yeah. What's that? $84. My math serves me correctly.
mhm. I'm not a math guy. That's why I'm in the social services. you, you spent 15K instead of 30K. Good one, Big Laura. Yeah.
Yeah. So CR, you know what's really cool? We still have 11 people in this. That is
That's
awesome.
that's amazing. And you know what is also cool is like the stream hasn't cut out like it did last time. That makes me feel pretty good. Like I could think last time it cut out like halfway through, and there were some storms going through, but it may or may not have been because of the storms. So yeah, this is really great, and we really appreciate you guys being here. This is a lot of fun for us. General Strife, you can go on all the rides at Disney for $100 or spend a couple dollars on Disney tapes at Goodwill. True, true. You're not wrong. Put those tapes in that VCR of yours. Thanks, Fomando.
Thanks, Joe.
We appreciate you being here, for sure. We're all hiding from our wives. Yeah, I think my wife's in bed already.
I think my whole house is in bed.
Big Lord, you didn't have to say that. Sometimes there's things you gotta not say. I'm not gonna read that one out loud.
It is funny when you're in social media and you're reading a comment and somebody will say how they're texting or commenting from the toilet. I've read that many times.
Yeah, Kip, I think you're right. I think people are sticking around because you're now in the chat. So thank you for being here. I will appreciate you.
Fomando's wife is asleep.
Yeah, I think mine is too. I don't know if everyone's going to get your joke, Joe, but yeah, I wonder what she's doing right now. General Strife, thank you. I don't know if you can call it a show. I don't know if I could call it a show, but it is fun to talk with everybody and to maybe we need to. You know what might be fun is like reliving COVID on a certain degree of having like the video chats, like the The Zoom calls. Get us all on a Zoom call. That would be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? Record that. That'd be fun. That was like one good thing about COVID, so you could chat with all those people online.
Stripe says 2026 will hopefully be his year for foam flinging. Does
Well,
he mean like going to a hobby event?
I bet, and like he'll be done with school.
But
So he
he's
can-
younger, so
Yeah, yeah. So he
it's
can like.
understandable he wasn't allowed to
I tried. I tried.
go out of state or
I
whatever.
said, Strife, if you can get to Cedar Rapids, you can jump in the car and come with us. But he wasn't able to get the time off of school.
Yeah. And he's like high school age, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kip, you make those snacks and you bring them to the war August 2nd. Even if you
Oh,
want to
he's going
sell
to be a
some,
senior this year. Awesome.
even if you want to try to sell some of those snacks, I think that'd be great.
Strive for your senior year is the best. Things just like open up. People like treat you differently when you're a senior.
Dead man, what's everyone's go-to cereal? Right now, I like Raisin Bran Crunch. That's my favorite right now. It's pretty old man-ish.
Andy, can I 3S mod that blaster without blowing out the lights and sound?
Oh, no, I bet not. Peanut butter crunch and frosted.
I'm looking at the box
Oh.
to see.
I want to, before we move on, I want to know, Big Lore, is that peanut butter crunch and frosted flakes together in the same bowl? Are you mixing, or is that you like those separately? Oh, there you go, not together but separate. Gotcha. Oreos, yeah. It just doesn't seem right to have Oreo cereal. It just hurts my head.
I don't know.
I don't think I'd put a 3S in that. You'd probably burn out the motors pretty quick.
I don't think the lights are on the same. It says 4 AA's are required.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a demo battery in here, and that's why you have lights.
Yeah.
And when you so it's probably on the same system. So yes, you would blow out those lights probably.
Classic, I don't want to miss what you just said there. Like, COVID was a bad deal, and I probably shouldn't even brought it up, but yeah, it was really bad. I don't even want to get into that. Fomendo says yes.
Foam says R.I.P. Blaster. Yeah, you'd kill it.
Yeah. Yep. Don't do it, AJ. Don't do it.
You might be able to get away with a 2S 7.4. But yeah, 3S you'd kill it. That's 11 something you'd kill it.
Oh, Kip, I thought you said you were going to be there or was it Sunday the 3rd at Dragon's Lair? Did you say you could be there for that? Fruity Pebbles are always good. AJ, you need the Mando to make you a huge holster. Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Dead
does good
Man's
work.
Foam likes the chocolate Lucky Charms.
Chocolate Lucky Charms. I don't think I've ever had chocolate Lucky Charms.
I have some upstairs.
Do you really?
Kids like it. It's pretty good.
Sure. What's not to like?
I don't eat it, but the kids like it.
Yeah, that's what I was a big lawyer. I did not know chocolate Lucky Charms were a thing. Sounds like something you could pour over like vanilla ice cream. That sounds kind of amazing.
AJ says, "Thanks, Andy. It's getting destroyed tomorrow."
He needs something to do while he's driving his truck.
Yeah.
We don't need any kind of background music or anything, do we, guys? Would that get in the way? Would that be distracting? Sometimes there's these long silences and long pauses, but I don't know if I don't know how to do music, background music, but I could probably figure it out if I had some time.
I don't know that background music would add much.
No.
Um, Again, I don't think it's an overly produced show. I think the whole purpose, like we said, the origin of, or the genesis of this show is the chat, right?
For sure. No
So,
music. AJ says no music.
yeah. So when the chat is heavy with comments, then I think there won't be a lot of dead space, and sometimes you're just kind of chilling.
Or we could play Lowrider in the background the whole show. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. I'll just sing it. That's fine. I think, yeah, 10 minutes film. I think you got it right. I think it's a good flow.
Am I locked up?
No, you're good. What are you showing us?
We'll see.
I can see down your room there. Is that a picture of like a football field or a baseball field?
That's Croke Park in Dublin, Ireland. No, I was showing you the music.
Oh. Yeah, I can't really tell. It's hard to
Drum
hard to
set,
see.
guitars.
Oh, you know how to play all that stuff?
The drum set.
Maybe you can teach my son some lessons. He's got a drum set in his room too.
That picture is Croke Park. I used to play an Irish sport called hurling.
I'm getting that confused with that thing you do on the ice with the big stone.
You are.
What's hurling?
You just kind of have to Google it.
What's Google? Big Laura, I would watch you and Dustin live on a live show. Please do that. Just let us know. We'll be there. Well, speak of the devil, there's Mr. Hudson himself. Noah, I brought you up in the chat because we were trying to figure out how to get stuff to Canada cheaply. And I was telling the chat your trick of sending things to Niagara Falls, and then you pick it up in Niagara Falls. But thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad we're still here. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, just visiting, just chatting. I'm surprised I haven't had to go pee yet.
Dead man.
Oh, dang it. Guys, we lost Andy again. I think I'm still alive. I think I'm still here. But this is the second time we lost Andy. Blast. I mean, that might be a sign. That might be a sign that it's time to give up the ghost today. But I hate to leave now that Noah's here. I better text Andy and let him know that we lost him again. Yeah, maybe I bet I know what happened. I bet his wife got up and she hit the breakers and she turned off the power. So she's like, it's time to go to bed. You've been talking with your Nerf friends for way too long. That's what I'm guessing happened. Snowman needs to stop trucking Coors and get over it and truck blasters around. Yeah, like the X-Shot AEB and the new Dart Zone blasters. No, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're eating ice cream. Love ice cream. Little father and son zombie action, that'd be fun. He's donezo. Yeah, on that note, I mean, we probably need to be wrapping this up pretty soon. Guys, it's old, and it's old. See, I can't even talk anymore. It's late, and I'm old. I usually like to be in bed about 9 o'clock. Noah says if you guys need stuff shipped, let him know. I'm sure he'd be happy to help. Dead Man's Phone says pulled the router out of the wall like he's 13. Yeah, I've been there, done that. You're doing awesome. You're doing awesome. You get DDOs attacked, and Andy goes down. He hasn't responded to my text message yet, so I'm not. I hope he's okay. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I had Wheaties. He did a rage quit. Oh, yeah. Andy said, did I get turned? Andy, do you want to try to jump back on and say goodbye, or should we just leave it at that? Nerfers on Wheatie boxes. You know what? If the mass media would recognize Nerf as a sport, I mean, anything's possible, right? One of us. One of us. That's right. Strife, if anyone could put a Nerfer on a Wheaties box, I believe it's you. I remember the Oops All Wards Captain Crunch box that you made. That was amazing. And so I think having a Nerfer on a Wheaties box would be great. All right. Andy says I should try to bring him back. Let me see if I can do that. I'm glad that we're able to get you back in so quickly, and I don't have to screw everything up. So I feel like, Andy, that's on your end. That's not on my end. What? Oh yeah, there's your HVZ bandana. He's been turned. He's been turned, everybody. He's he's a zombie. Yeah, I think you need to get on that, Strife. While you were gone, Andy, there was chat about getting Nerfers on Wheaties boxes. We're gonna get Strife on that. All right, fellas. Well, thank you so much for being here. This was a lot of fun. We're gonna try to keep doing this every couple of weeks out. Andy's moving in the middle of August, so maybe we'll get it before that, or maybe after that. We'll have to wait and see. But thank you so much for being here.
It was awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate everybody. And I don't should get a good tagline to say goodbye, but just keep doing what you're doing. Keep growing the hobby. Keep being good advocates for Nerf.
Rad Dad's a foam.
Rad Dad's a